Well, let's queer up health. American Academy of Pediatrics continues to support gender-affirming care as evidence-based health. The American Academy of Pediatrics reaffirmed its support for gender-affirming medical care for trans children, even as the treatments face a growing push for bans and restrictions from Republican lawmakers across the United States. The board of directors for the group, which represents 67,000 pediatricians, unanimously voted to reaffirm its 2018 position on the treatments. The board also voted to provide additional documents to support pediatricians, including clinical and technical reports, and to conduct an external review of research regarding the care. At least 21 states have now enacted laws restricting or banning gender-affirming medical care for transgender minors, most of which are being challenged in court. A federal judge struck down Arkansas's ban as unconstitutional, and federal judges have temporarily blocked bans in Alabama and Indiana. The judge who struck down the Arkansas ban cited the position of the medical groups in the ruling against the ban. Arkansas is appealing the judge's decision. People opposed to such treatment for children argue they are too young to make such decisions about their future. Every major medical group, including the American Medical Association, opposes the bans and says the treatments are safe when administered properly. Well, I mean, evidence-based science. So obviously Republican fascists are going to have nothing to do
They're going to steer clear
with this. And, you know, it's one thing when they come after LGBTQ, but they are specifically targeting the trans kids.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, their bodies, I mean, adolescence is already terrible. You know, your body, whether you're gay, straight, whatever, your body is changing. And now they don't know why they're feeling the way they are. They can't express it. And rules for schools are allowing open discrimination and harassment of trans kids.
Yeah.
So this not only is hurting their physical development and well-being, it's also crushing them mentally. This is terrible on all levels.
It's violence, right? I mean, there's no question that that's exactly what it is. And like, I think, I mean, I just want to say out loud, thank you for those, physicians and doctors who have taken the oath, right, to treat people and continue to treat them well, right? And that is to say evidence-based matters, right? Like that is, but this is also conservatives love alternative facts, right? Like, and that is, they're clearly playing these kind of different versions of the truth to their end, right? But the evidence is really, really clear and resoundingly so, right? That trans care is health care, and it's so is mental services. That is, we need more people to stand up and talk about exactly what this is, right? Like there's more sophisticated analysis of gender transition and care in like an episode of South Park than there often is in some of these spaces, or like that is that. So grateful to the AMA and to those who are standing up and saying exactly what evidence shows.
Yeah. As the only young person at this table, this story really rings true to me. If it only makes sense, then conservatives hate it, right? So, of course, they were going to deny and sort of go against the ideals of something that is evidence-based because it goes against their faith belief, their ideals, which isn't evidence-based. Yeah. Ooh, controversial. Ooh, there's no science in the Bible. Ooh. But I don't know if that's true. I don't read the Bible. I can't read. So either way, they just continue to prove how, as the streets say, head-ass they are about these things.
Yeah, I definitely don't know if they're going to change their minds. I mean, obviously we feel pretty strongly about that. It's just funny how facts are in their face. Evidence is coming out and they're still going to vote against it. Yeah. They always seem to be in this la la land like world within this fiction or this make-up world of God, right? Yeah. Everyone thinks that, it's hard for us to believe in ourselves, but we are real. Yeah. Your God, we don't know if your God is real or not. So why not work with the facts that we know, which is our children?
Well, we know if it's real or not. We know. Yeah. But I mean, the fact is, suicide is already high among LGBTQ+. Even higher, this is just facts, which means Republicans don't acknowledge it. But the fact is that it's higher among trans kids. And we won't know the true damage. We won't know the real body count for years from now, well after DeSantis and Trump and all of their enablers have left the scene.
We are Queer News Tonight, the world's first and only live daily LGBTQ+ evening news show, brought to you from Happening Out Television Network. We operate in the same model of PBS and NPR, but for the LGBTQ+ community. We educate, inform, and entertain by supporting the 10 pillars of our LGBTQ+ community, with more than 100,000 a week watching us on Roku, Apple Television, and other channels. To keep the story going, we accept donations with 100% transparency. Stay updated and live authentically with Queer News Tonight.